right, so these are the women who say they were ripped off by the owner of a popular Brooklyn wedding spot. Today, some justice for the alleged victims of ReBar owner Jason Stevens. We've been talking about this story for a little while. He's going to jail, but not for allegedly swindling those brides-to-be. Pix 11's Ayana Harry is here with the latest chapter on the saga of ReBar. And I know you've been following this since when we saw those doors shut down, right?
Yes, there were padlocks and Thompson. This is, of course, an interesting development for all of those couples. Jason Stevens is trading in his hip Brooklyn restaurant for a prison cell. After accepting a plea deal this morning, the disgraced businessman will spend between 3 and 10 years in prison for tax charges. But the 200 couples waiting to say I do at ReBar are still out of nearly $1 million altogether.
Although he's going to jail and there's that satisfaction of him facing a penalty for what he did, all the money that they paid to have their weddings and have their big day is now basically gone.
They fell in love, were headed to the altar, and going to have a dream reception at Brooklyn venue ReBar. But then this man...
Hey, my name's Jason Stevens. I'm the owner of ReBar here in Dumbo, Brooklyn.
...disappeared on May 9th and padlocked ReBar with no explanation. Couples wondered if they'd ever see their money again.
We gave ReBar $34,088.22.
I was duped.
So you wrote him a check,
$17,500. I have it right here.
Jason, do you have anything to say to these couples?
It turns out Stevens owed money to more than just the 200 couples he took deposits from. Stevens was arrested for grand larceny and tax fraud charges for failing to pay over $1 million in taxes for ReBar. After pleading guilty today, Stevens faces up to 10 years in prison. And while brides and grooms have vowed to get justice, Stevens will first have to pay back the money he owes to the government.
That means he's going to be broke. There's no money left. So any money that they seek, even if they try to do a civil lawsuit and sue him in that regard, there's going to be no money left to get.
Brooklyn DA Ken Thompson's office says there will be no criminal charges against Stevens for making off with the couple's money because it's a civil and not a criminal matter. Ayana Harry, Pix 11 News.
But certainly something they're still dealing with and will for some time. Ayana, thank you so much for the update on that story tonight.